I haven't seen those games. I probably just being a long season and everybody kind of goes through, a tough stretch at some point.
Doing a mid-season thing on the technicals, and if players have kind of dialed down their behavior, have you noticed that since the refs started cracking down early in the season?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. We got other stuff to worry about.
Kobe Derek called your guys' matchups with Utah kind of game of wills. You know what they're going to do. They know what you're going to do. It's almost just about who wants it more. Agree with that?
Yeah, and who executes their game plan better. I mean, it's I'm sure they know everything that we run, and we know everything they run. It's we played against each other for so many years and so many times, including the preseason, that it's I'm sure we can just flip-flop jerseys and execute just as well. So.
There's stretch of games where you guys have beaten them, 16 straight times at Staples Center. Have there been any common variables with that?
No, not necessarily. I mean, a lot of it's kind of the luck of the season, not catching them on back-to-backs and things like that. You know what I mean? It's because they're a very, very tough team. We all know in Utah how many problems they give us there. So, but being that they have this losing streak and how many times they lost in Staples Center, I'm sure tomorrow they'll be ready.
I mean, besides the fans and the atmosphere, is there any noticeable difference as opposed to playing them here or at home, or it's just a matter?
No, not really. I mean, they play the same way.
Right.
No matter where they are. I think they've had a great deal of success on the road in the playoffs because of that. I mean, they're really consistent.
Do you enjoy that when there's that, I guess, that predictability that really may just come down to either a mental matchup or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it becomes more of a mental game because you have to execute. You have to go through many options, not just the first one. And I enjoy that part of it.
Kobe, when Jerry West talks about age impacting a team's defensive play, where's kind of the trade-off between the impact of age and just kind of learning to be more efficient or manage your game in such ways to offset those things?
Well, I mean, it's really about taking care of your body, making sure you're strong and making sure you're ready to go, and compromising for areas that you might be weak at that were strong when you were 21 or 22. I mean, it's you have to do a lot of self-assessing. You have to be honest with yourself and where you are physically, and then from that standpoint, then you can make adjustments.
For you, where have the big adjustments been, would you say, to this point?
Just in timing. Just in timing, and just being patient and understanding how to attack guys and things like that. But for me, it's timing.
Considering the way you guys have played defense recently, was the criticism specifically by Jerry warranted, do you think?
I still don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
He said the team, based on their age, you can replace tires on a car, but you can't place tires on people.
Right. Oh, okay.
That's kind of what he was saying.
Well, I think for us it's just about playing as a unit defensively. It's not necessarily individually your athleticism or anything like that, but it's really guys just being on the same page. I mean, our team, we're ranked what, third in the league in defense.
How much does being a veteran offset some of that, either athleticism or youth? Because a lot of good teams don't play defense very well.
Well, I mean, it's great coaching as well. It's great coaching. It's just going over it every day, and guys being committed to it. And we have that here, and I think as a consequence, we're a great defensive team.
One of the things he said was he didn't see a lot of players diving on the floor after balls and those kinds of things. You see it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the intensity could definitely ratchet up, and we have. I think over the last 10 games, 11 games or so, we really performed well, played hard. Like I said, I don't know where we were 10, 11 games ago defensively, but we've made a significant jump to that third spot, and we look forward to jumping 2 more.
Is controlling the pace more important this year with this team? Just, I mean, because of those things, maybe?
Well, yeah. I mean, just our dynamics of the team have changed slightly. So, last year you had Jordan and Sasha, my second unit, running around like jackrabbits. That was a big strength for their ability to get out on the open floor. This team, we slow things down a little bit more. We run on need. We're not a fast break team by any stretch of the imagination. But fast breaks don't win championships anyway. And if they did, Phoenix would have a bunch.
Last question, fellas.
The point guard crop in the league is about as deep as it's been in a long, long time. Darren Williams coming to town tomorrow. What do you think attributes of his game maybe set him apart versus the other talented guys out there?
I think his basketball IQ is extremely high. And he has an incredible jump shot. He's a really, really great jump shooter, and can shoot off the dribble, can shoot off the catch, he can post, he can defend extremely well. His quick hands, he's tough. And, the only difference is him being in Utah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think people are not really getting a chance to understand what he does or seeing what he's capable of doing. But he's been a handful for us to deal with.
Is there a best guy right now, or is it too close to call?
I mean, you guys love making those arguments. The fact is, everybody's asked to do something different for their teams. Darren's asked to do something different than Derrick Rose is in Chicago, and Russell in Oklahoma, and all these other Rondo in Boston. Everybody's asked to do something different. So it's tough to say what the best is.